The new Team Fortress 2 Classic update is here after 2 years of waiting. My opinion is mostly positive. There's nothing really negative I can say about the update, it's generally good. The new maps are a little uninspired visually, and the only one I didn't like was Railway. It's visually mediocre, the skybox looks bad, and like it's missing a texture. The layout is probably the most annoying domination map in the game, even more than Hydro. VIP Race is an alright mode. It can get pretty chaotic. It makes it feel much more like a race than payload race, as the objective is an active player that can be delayed at any point in time. I found the civilian voice lines about the enemy's team's car being ugly or fake charming. It's a lot of fun for what would likely be a side mode, and will likely get the same treatment as 4 Team does. I'll always bring it up in regards to Team Fortress 2 Classic, but the lack of 4 Team maps is still annoying. I've told several devs the same thing and how to improve 4 Team as a mode. I know I'm not a genius, but I know what is and isn't fun. Running around a mostly empty map fighting over 4 points isn't fun. There's not many modes that could work for 4 Team, as the maps would be too large and the action would be too spread out. It's why Domination Hydro is such a bad map. There's only so many ideas they could make, limiting the modes for 4 Team to Arena, King of the Hill, and Capture the Flag. Having only 4 maps for the mode, 2 of which are Arena maps, and the only one King of the Hill map, and the only one worth playing on, it makes 4 Team almost always unplayed on vanilla servers. 4 Team makes comp fags cry, and I think it to be the embodiment of Team Fortress 2's chaos, and it's sad to see such a good game mode go unused and unplayed. The highlight of any update are the weapons, and everything added was at least interesting. Only one of the weapons are just bad, and that's in comparison to every unique weapon in Team Fortress 2 Classic. All the new weapons are acceptable excluding the anchor. The anchor is almost entirely useless in my opinion. This thing just actually fucking sucks. The original concept described by leakers was that the weapon would deal damage based on how fast you were moving, making it like a pseudo market gardener. Either the leakers were wrong, the developers found it hard to implement, or the developers found players would have a hard time executing the rocket jumps necessary to use it. The version we got makes players 30% heavier, making the jump lower. They take full crits while airborne from projectiles, and the weapon cannot random crit. The upside is that the anchor does an earthquake attack when you take fall damage. Conceptually, there's not a problem, but the weapon does not feel satisfying to use. On the first day, its earthquake attack did around 80 damage, and it causes enemies to be launched unpredictably, meaning even if you do damage, you can't easily combo it into a melee hit to finish them off. Originally, I was doing around 80 damage with an earthquake. After the latest patch, it does more around 50. The update did just release, so maybe I haven't spent enough time using it. But the current versions feel underwhelming. The next weapon is the Derby Cane, a new civilian weapon. It's a decent side grade to the Umbrella. Instead of giving a teammate mini crits, it gives them a movement, firing, and reload speed boost, and the boost recharges faster. The new voice lines for the weapon are also funny, having the civilian telling the mercs to hurry up and snapping his fingers. Then we have the Cyclops. The Cyclops is an okay weapon. It's a redone concept from the original Team Fortress 2 Classic beta, and the original version was essentially the RPG for the Demoman. It did more damage and had a larger blast radius, but only one pipe in the chamber. This new version made the blast radius smaller and added the gimmick to be able to detonate your other explosives. The Cyclops pipe can be remotely detonated itself, and its explosion destroyed enemy projectiles. It's easier to pipe jump with because of this. Its main gimmick of detonating your other explosives is pretty useless in my opinion. Going for combo kills is inconsistent and not worth it. It also makes no sense. The sticky bomb launcher already has remote detonation. The mine launcher is supposed to explode itself. The only time I found it useful was with the dynamite pack, but that in and of itself is more useful as a room clearer than a killing tool. The weapon itself is good. Being able to remotely detonate pipes means it's hard to miss with it. It makes playing Demoman more consistent for me. Now for what I think is the highlight of the update. The Rejuvenator, the new Medigun. It is the best designed weapon in the update. It's a healing grenade launcher that is better at range burst healing than the other Mediguns. For being the first original Medigun the Team Fortress 2 Classic devs have made, I think they did a good job. Being able to heal at range is always a useful tool, It keeps you out of the line of fire more often than the other miniguns. The Uber is like stock, but instead of making one person invulnerable for 8 seconds, you drop a machine that makes a bubble, and any teammate in the bubble becomes invulnerable. This Uber makes it more of a defensive minigun, but I have used it offensively before with mixed results. Something I've yet to see mentioned is the Rejuvenator's ability to overheal multiple teammates. Since the grenades have an AoE, you can heal multiple teammates at a time. That alone is a powerful tool, but you build Uber faster than the other miniguns, and you can overheal almost your entire team with just a few grenades. Overheal is the armor of Team Fortress 2, and having multiple teammates being overhealed at the same time is a powerful thing. The only negative to the Rejuvenator mechanically is since it's a burst healing minigun, it can't heal continually and is dependent on your aim, meaning that you're more likely to let teammates die under fire in the gaps between your healing. The Rejuvenator's humidifier has a bug where it can get stuck on geometry and props, and not deployed properly. When this happens, your Uber does not activate, and you have no way to activate it other than respawning. You can see this here. The update is a genuinely good one, which makes me a little angry about what I have to say next. Anyone who's seen my channel for a few months now knows I was banned permanently from the official servers for making my video about the Vault F4 staff. This not only gives me more of a personal dislike towards Vault F4, but proves my point in regard to the petty tyrants they are. This goes beyond just their servers, though. I couldn't help but notice that almost all the servers on the verified server list have almost identical rules to Vault F4. I don't want to suggest that this is an extension of their political agenda into the other servers, but what else could it be? It upsets me every time I try to defend this mod and its quality, especially when I'm talking to TF2 chuds. I dare any of you to talk about Team Fortress 2 Classic with Gabber, and he'll tell you about how Valve is the only ones that know how to make new weapons, and custom weapons are a slippery slope. I say this because I actually do genuinely like this mod. I've had nothing but positive feelings towards the mod itself, and I hate it to be a dead game because of politically motivated power games. I made a video about Tyler McVicker, and you can see what that does. I'm telling you that they won't have enough people to play the game, and will have to unban everyone again to fix it. This will be the second time they'd have to unban everyone. For a few months, there will be more vanilla servers to play the game on, but they'll go away after a few months, meaning Vault F4 will be the only servers to play on again.
We have lost the control point! Not the maggots!
Our control point captured. We have captured the control point.
Do you understand that?
Alert. Our control point is being captured.
Running around! Help me cap this point! This point is mine. Do you understand that?
Alert. The control point is being captured.
Thanks, soldier. Today is a good day. Need help capping this point? Incoming! We have commandeered my point! Thanks!
Way to go, Pally.
Alert. Our control point is being captured.
Medic!
Control point. We have alert. Alert. The control point is being contested.
Incoming!
Control point. Alert! The control point is being captured.